Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 15th episode of the Simply Mental podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about seasonal depression, also known as seasonal affective disorder, which spells out sad, which actually is exactly what it is. You feel sad and depressed during different seasons. So, for me, this typically occurs in climates where there's less sunlight at certain times in the year. So, for me, that would be winter, but if you're from, let's say, Australia, that would be summer for you. And it is really important to make sure that we're still trying to get sunlight as much as we can during these dark times of the year, even if that may be just sitting by a window in class or at work or wherever you are, so that way you can still get sunlight, even though we're always inside, because typically it's chillier during the darker times of the year. So, where I'm from, we get snow, so it gets really chilly. But just making sure that we still try to get as much sunlight as we can, and just remember that after the darkness there is always light, and this too shall pass. Just remembering these things so that we can get through the dark times. Some symptoms may include fatigue, depression, hopelessness, and social withdrawal. So I actually experience chronic fatigue, so seasonal depression actually makes it a lot worse, and I get very sleepy, and I never want to leave my bed. I'm always tired. My bed is so warm and cozy, and outside it's so cold. So there's just not much to look forward to because it's cold and it's dark and it's not exciting. But if for you it's winter, if you celebrate the holidays, there's always the holidays coming up in the earlier parts of the year. I'm not sure about the later parts of winter, but once it hits the new year, that's when it really starts to kick in, because then you don't have the holidays to look forward to anymore, and it's just sad, gloomy, dark, very sad. So I think it's just important to remember that you can get through this. You've done it for however many years in the past. You can get through it, no matter how hard it may get. Some treatments may include therapy, coping skills, and medications. I also made a video on some coping skills that you can use, so if you want to go check that out after this. But just remembering that you'll get through it is also really great. It's really just about the mindset, just having a positive mindset and just knowing that you will be able to get through this. You'll be okay. That can actually help a lot, because if you have the right mindset, you'll be able to push through. And although it may feel very dark, very gloomy, very long, you'll get through. So I think I already said this, but get as much sunlight as you can. Just really try to get sunlight, because that sun, I feel like it's really underrated, or underappreciated, but the sun is so good for us. It can really help with our mood and our feelings. And also getting as much fresh air as you can. Although for where I'm from, it gets quite chilly in the winter, I really try to get outside as much as I can. And another thing is that if you do feel the seasonal depression, the seasonal affective disorder, you can try to find an activity to do during those dark times. So for me, where I'm from, we get a lot of snow, so I like to snowboard. And this really helps me get through the dark times through winter because I have something to look forward to. I have something that I enjoy doing. It really helps me with just blocking, like, for me, it's like the mind. It helps me to like turn off my brain and just have fun. And so I love snowboarding. But another thing that you could try is ice skating if you don't have snow, because there's always indoor rinks. I love ice skating. You could also, I think definitely anything that involves physical activity would be really good because it's always important to move your body. And during the summer, or at least where I'm from, but during the lighter days, you get to go outside more and you get more physical activity. So it's often that during the darker days in the winter for me, we get less activities and we move our bodies less. So just making sure to keep our physical fitness. Another thing that you can do is go to the gym. I really enjoy going to the gym. I've been going to the gym a lot lately, and that just helps me as well, just to turn off my mind. And another thing is that the soreness, like the physical pain, can also help with the mental pain. It distracts from the thoughts that you're having, and not like pain, I hope, just the soreness, and it can really be a good distractor. And then also, you are staying fit, you're staying healthy, and so overall, I think that that's another really great thing that you can do. And also making sure you have a good diet. So your diet also impacts your mental health as well and your mental wellness. So making sure that you have a good diet, you're eating good foods and clean foods as well. That can also help you. That can help you too. So most teenagers' symptoms tend to revolve around school-related issues. This can be your grades, or it can also be behavior-related symptoms, but that is more found in children. So this can affect how we're doing in school. Often people don't really want to do their homework because nobody enjoys really doing homework. Unless you do, then that's really great, and I wish I did. But it can affect our grades a lot and our attendance in school as well. So making sure that we're still showing up, we're still doing our work, we're still trying as hard as we can, doing our best, so that way we don't fail, we don't go under the radar. Just trying to keep up with school, that can be really hard because school can be very, very, very draining. So, especially during the darker days, because you're always at school, you know? So just remember that you do have breaks. Hopefully, breaks are coming up soon. I know that for me, I have 3 weeks till my next break, which is a lot, but I'll get through it, and you all will too. So just trying to remember that you have breaks and just keeping up with the work, and attendance is a big thing. It's just making sure that you show up and that you're there. I struggle with that a lot, so it's a lot easier said than done, but just do your best, you know? And seasonal affective disorder may actually explain the popularity of winter vacations in the tropics. Most people go on vacation in the winter to somewhere warm, so that can be because of seasonal depression, and that probably explains why people often enjoy traveling to somewhere warmer and to somewhere where there's more sunlight. I definitely wish I lived in like Florida sometimes because it's so warm there and it's so cold here. But unfortunately, I don't. But that's okay because I do enjoy the snow. So just remember that you will get through this. I know I've said this a lot, but you really, really, really will. And I think definitely just trying to improve your mindset, just trying to have a positive mindset during the winter can go a long way. The quote for today is, "The darkness always passes and the light comes back," by Khalid Hosseini. I totally butchered that, but just remember, this will pass. You'll get through it. But yes, so even at the end of the day, it always becomes dark, but then in the morning, it's light again. So if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling that seasonal depression, there will be joy coming for you soon. Thank you all so much for listening, and I will see you next time. Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you for the next episode.